Well, once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. This is Dr. Jeff Sarnik, Dr. C, here in the Department of Criminal Justice, here in this terribly lit room. I'm sorry I don't have an HD setup. I just don't have a studio. What I've got is this. But anyway, I'm the Dean of the Associate Dean of Criminal Justice, Department of Criminal Justice, and the Social Sciences here at Southern New Hampshire University. Welcome to yet another chapter, another portion, another segment. And we're going to tackle again the remaining portion of Dr. Travis Bradbury's recommendations, what he's written about extensively about emotional intelligence and how important it is to us as professionals. There is a direct correlation to being a good critical thinker, problem solver, etc. Okay, being able to work competently within a variety of different circles, different types of people, etc. Emotional intelligence is really critical to policing, corrections, the courts, you name it, advocacy work. It just really is. And I got a great response from a viewer from the first portion who works with challenged people, and it's a challenge for herself. And so she really, I appreciate the feedback she gave, and she said it's the information is useful. So if that's the case and you're finding these useful, I'll just keep going and broadcasting from my little dungeon in here, and hopefully you get something out of it. And again, on behalf of your great faculty and your incredible advising staff, welcome to yet another edition. So I'm going to pull up what I have here. So we're going to move on to some of the other things. If you have low emotional intelligence, you hold grudges. The negative emotions that come with holding onto a grudge are actually a stress response. Just thinking about the event sends your body into a fight, a flight mode, a survival mechanism that forces you to stand up and fight or run for the hills when faced with a threat. So he continues to say, when a threat is imminent, this reaction is essential to your survival. When a threat is ancient history, right? Holding on to that wreaks havoc on your body and can have a devastating effect on your health over a period of time. And he points out that researchers at Emory University have shown that holding on to stress contributes to high blood pressure and heart disease. It's hard enough to stay in shape, to stay healthy as it is. So holding grudges is a problem. You don't let go of mistakes. We all make them. I always live by this. If you do nothing, you do nothing wrong, right? You just keep going. You try to be creative, try to do the right thing. But things are going to happen. We all make them. Emotionally intelligent people distance themselves from their mistakes. But they do so without forgetting them. So they learn. By keeping their mistakes at a safe distance, but still handy enough to refer to, emotionally intelligent people are able to adapt and adjust for future success. It takes what he calls refined self-awareness to walk through this tightrope between dwelling, right, which is really disconcerting, isn't it? It gives you a stomach, when dwelling and remembering. So if you dwell too long on your mistakes, it makes you anxious, right, gun shy, while forgetting about them completely makes you bound to repeat them. Not good there. So look for that balance. The next one, he says, is you often feel misunderstood. So when you lack emotional intelligence, it's hard to understand how you come across to others. You feel misunderstood. Is this ringing a bell with anybody? Because I know it does for me. You feel misunderstood because you don't deliver your message in a way that people can understand. So even with practice, emotionally intelligent people know that they don't communicate every idea perfectly. You've got to recommunicate, refine, examine what you're saying, think before you speak. The last one I'll leave you with today is you don't know your own triggers. Everyone has triggers, situations and people that push their buttons and cause them to act impulsively. Emotionally intelligent people study their triggers and use this knowledge to sidestep situations and people before they get the best of them. There's people out there that are going to try to push those buttons. If you're a police officer, as I was, that was a constant. Okay? An example would be if I was called to a domestic, go there naturally, we're on someone else's turf, their kingdom. And there's a lot of emotion. A lot of it's out of control. And they would channel and direct those emotions, negative as they are, towards, say, the police officer, name calling, etc. Just trying to get a reaction. You have to be absolutely, unequivocally in control of these emotions. And that words, right? What's the old saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, whatever. So anyway, you got to know your triggers. Don't let them get to you. Practice this control. So with that said, once again, on behalf of your great criminal justice faculty and your incredible advising staff, I'm Dr. C, Dr. Jeff Zarnick, here the Associate Dean of the Department of Criminal Justice and the Social Sciences, Southern New Hampshire University Global, wishing you all the best for success. And if you need to get a hold of me, feel free to reach out to me anytime. j.czarnec@snhu.edu. Here to help, here to serve. Have a great week.